Hello and a very good morning to you. Will be a damp start for some across the UK, but for many it's a fairly settled picture. And that's due to this ridge of high pressure that we have extending across most of the UK through Thursday. When you have a ridge of high pressure, it just acts to suppress the weather a little more than we've seen recently. Later on Thursday, though, this frontal system arrives from the west and steadily moves eastwards, and as it does so, it'll introduce some further cloud and some rain. Further south, though, where we've still got that ridge dominating, that will only be fairly light and patchy rain. Back to this morning though, so there will be a few damp spots, and this is the area of rain I was talking about pushing into Lincolnshire and through East Anglia and down into London by the time we head later on through the morning into the early afternoon. But elsewhere across the UK there will still be some cloud around and some showers, but they won't be as intense as we've seen on some days recently, and particularly for parts of Devon and Cornwall, Wales, Cumbria and Western Scotland in particular, we'll be seeing fairly decent sunny spells and with light winds feeling quite pleasant on Thursday. And in those temperatures, so further north, 18 to 20 degrees, but further south we do see those slightly warmer temperatures, 24, perhaps even 25 degrees on the south coast. And in that sunshine, it will be feeling fairly pleasant. Further east, however, though, for parts of East Anglia and London, underneath that cloud and with that rain, and particularly with this North Sea breeze on those coastal locations, it could feel a little bit chillier here and a touch cooler. Through the rest of Thursday then, so this area of rain does slowly start to move away and does turn drier through Thursday evening for South and East England. Plenty of dry spells, but this frontal system slowly and steadily working its way east. Heaviest rain across parts of Scotland, and it does turn a bit lighter and a bit more drizzly across Northern Ireland into the start of Friday as well. Temperatures overnight stay fairly mild, 14 to 16 degrees underneath that cloud and rain, and a touch cooler in central parts under clear skies, and in a rural location we'll be seeing the coolest of those temperatures. And so it'll be a fairly fresh start on Friday, but with plenty of sunshine around, there'll be temperatures soon increasing, and it'll be a fairly fine day. Lots of sunshine around, particularly for central southern England and parts of the south coast. But we do have this frontal system slowly and steadily working its way eastwards, and you can see that rain turning quite patchy as we head later on into the afternoon. But over high grounds, particularly in part of Wales, it could be a fairly murky picture. Temperature-wise, coolest across the north, mid-teens or early 20s, feeling a touch cooler underneath that cloud, but in the south, with those brighter spells, we could see temperatures up to 28 degrees close to London. Heading through the evening then, so what will we see in our weather? If you want to find out any more, why don't you check out our YouTube channel where we do have our 10-day trend going on through today.